Are you considering a trip to the beautiful Ozark region and Branson, Missouri? We are going to help you plan the perfect Branson vacation by talking about 10 must-do attractions right now.
Hi, this is Amy with TPF, Trips, Places, and Fun.
And this is John.
And we talk about how to have family-friendly adventures, both close to home and while traveling.
So today we are going to talk about how to plan the perfect Branson vacation. We live here in Branson, Missouri. We love living in Branson, Missouri.
So much fun to do all the time.
The place to be. In fact, you can look right up here and there's a video on what it's like to live in a tourist destination like Branson. Definitely check that video out, and hey, why don't you just move the whole family here? It would be amazing. But until you move here, let's talk about planning a vacation. In fact, the perfect vacation. I know when we are thinking about visiting somewhere, we're always researching. In fact, that's half the fun, wondering what we're going to do and searching online. Well, we're here to help. These are 10 must-do attractions or places to go when you are in Branson, Missouri. We're going to start off Number one,
and I think this is probably the most obvious, so we'll just get this out of the way, is Silver Dollar City. Now, this is probably the main attraction in Branson. Probably the reason that most of you are thinking about coming to Branson is Silver Dollar City, and it is an epic theme park themed like the late 1800s, and it's probably one of my favorite theme parks after the Disney Universal.
It's a world-class park with world-class rides, amazing roller coasters and dark rides and shows and crafts and food. And
it has a little bit of everything, and so it's fun for all ages. There's something for everybody to do there. If you like roller coasters, you're going to find some of the best roller coasters in the U.S. there. If you just want to go to shows, you're going to find some amazing shows. And if you just want to do some shopping, really is some really cool, unique, craftsmen and stuff like that.
And definitely, if you're thinking of coming around Christmas time, Branson is the best place, I believe, in the nation to go during Christmas, and especially Silver Dollar City, 6.5 million lights.
Yes, millions of lights. So Silver Dollar City is epic anytime.
I can't imagine the poor guy that has to put those lights up.
I think it's more than one person.
Oh.
Yeah. So definitely you need to come for Silver Dollar City. If you haven't done that before, you will love it.
That's right. Number two, when we moved here, Amy actually got a job at
the Stampede. So
Dolly Parton Stampede.
Dolly Parton Stampede. I was a server there, and it is just it's a dinner show if y'all have not seen it before. And there is some amazing horsemanship. So you're going to see people doing some trick riding.
And there's fire.
You're going to see a horse and rider jump through a ring of fire. Wow, how about that? But all as you eat a really good meal.
And it's all with your
hands. You get to eat with your hands.
So you're pulling apart chicken and pork
and eating corn on the cob.
Potato.
And oh yes, some really good cheddar biscuits.
Oh, and my favorites.
Soup.
Drinking soup?
You drink the soup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have a silverware.
It's my favorite soup. What's it called?
It is vegetable chowder or something, creamy vegetable, something like that.
It's amazing soup.
So yes, and in just an incredible show. It has a lot of audience participation, so just really fast moving. If you love horses, or if you have someone in your family who love horses, they are going to love this show.
In fact, the kids, if you have the kids with you, before the show begins and after it's over, you can go outside and see all the horses in their stalls. And
after the show's over, they can go and meet the riders and take some pictures with them. So really, if you have a horse lover in your family, this is going to be the thing.
And remember, we're talking about must-do attractions, must visit places, and so that has to be on your list.
Yes, for
Number
sure.
3, Amy.
Number 3.
Full disclosure.
Now, full disclosure, we might be a little partial because we own this attraction.
In fact, we're bundling 2 attractions into one.
We own 2 attractions, and we're bundling them into our number 3 on the list, and that is Escape Code / the Axe Game. So Escape Code are escape rooms where you have 60 minutes to solve the mystery and escape the room in time.
Oh, baby, it's so much fun. In fact, there's a video we'll put a card right up here on 10 reasons why you've got to play an escape room if you never have.
For sure.
It's not scary.
No, a
It's
lot of people
so
think
much
it's going to be
fun.
scary, but there's intrigue and there's mystery, but there's no jump scares or anything like that, and it's really fun for the whole family. And then the other attraction is the axe game, so axe throwing. It's kind of set up, I tell people it's kind of like a cross between extreme darts and bowling. So we have lanes, and the lanes are fenced off, and there's targets at the end, and you are throwing axes at targets. Now this is for ages 8 and up. And, we have a coach that'll coach you through your session, make sure you're staying safe, and coach you through some competitive games. So it's really fun, and that's for groups of 4 or more people.
Yeah, there's all sorts of cheering and shouting and excitement, and when you hit that bullseye, and it's a whole thing that you just got to experience.
Yeah, so you can find your inner lumberjack. At the end, you can take pictures holding your axes and impress all your friends.
Yes, that's what life's all about, impressing the friends.
There you go. All right, so number 4.
Can I talk about this?
You can talk about this.
The lakes. Every now and then I'll meet somebody that comes to Branson and they're like, wait a minute, there's lakes here? And I'm thinking, you can't be serious.
This used to be the really main draw was the Ozark region, the mountains, the lakes, all of that.
Yeah. I mean, you've got Lake Taneycomo, which is a cold water lake, and that is at the, it's dammed. The White River is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Was dammed. Was dammed, and it created Table Rock Lake, which is a big body of water. But then coming out of the bottom of the dam is Lake Taneycomo, and so it's way
cold
below.
Water lake.
Table Rock Lake is a cold water lake. It's for trout fishing. Branson Landing sits right on Lake Taneycomo. So if you're a trout fisherman, that's definitely the lake for you. Table Rock Lake is where you're going to be. Also fishing if you want to do that, of course, but you're going to be boating and skiing and tubing.
Table Rock Lake is awesome. We love to rent a boat in the summer for one day in the summer, rent a boat and take our whole family out and kind of stop to eat at Big Cedar Lodge, and then go out to the rocks and kind of jump off and go swimming, and just a lot to do, kind of explore the whole, shoreline. Not the whole shoreline, it's huge.
The whole shoreline is actually longer than the coast of California.
Yeah, see, we couldn't explore all of it, but we explored
But the
some
lake
of
goes
it.
into Arkansas, and it's huge. It's massive.
Yeah, so definitely check out the lakes if you're here during, decent weather. You wouldn't want to do that right now in February, but, in the summer.
Yes. All right, number 5.
Number 5 is the Showboat, and this is owned by Silver Dollar City. They put on a great show, and they give you a great meal. So this is a little, I don't want to say riverboat, because I guess it would be a lake boat.
It would remind you of a riverboat. It's a showboat.
A showboat.
It's got paddle wheels that actually work in the back,
Yeah.
And it's huge. I mean, I don't know how many people that holds.
I don't know exactly.
Several hundred.
Yeah,
I think 800 is what I'm.
Is that ringing a bell with you?
Maybe?
I don't know. But you take a little tour of Table Rock Lake, and as you're doing that, you can watch a show, you eat a fantastic meal, and so it's about a couple-hour experience.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely a cannot be missed thing. And if you have a season pass to Silver Dollar City, you get a very good discount to the Showboat. So that's something to consider.
Yep. And by the way, consider a season pass to Silver Dollar City if you're going more than one day, because it's worth it.
If you go 2 days, you've paid for your season pass.
Right.
So we get season passes every year.
All right, number 6, Dogwood Canyon. This sits out a little bit from Branson. You're going to be driving maybe 30 minutes in the south toward Arkansas, but I just can't describe it.
So this is owned by Johnny Morris, right? And
who owns Bass Pro Shops.
Yeah, and he just knows how to theme. He does. He really does. And we actually have a video on this.
Right up here.
We took an amazing trip to the Dogwood Canyon. You can see what it's all about. It really is beautiful.
You can go on a Segway tour or a tram tour, a bike. Oh, you can walk.
You can walk.
But it is stunning. And
I believe they actually run some, marathons here sometimes. So if that's your thing and you want to go to Dogwood Canyon at one of the times when they're running marathons, you can do that. That's not my thing.
That's not my thing.
That's not my thing either.
In fact, on Castaway Cay, the Disney island, they have a 5K run on the island.
And you're not
interested. And I'm thinking,
why
would I ruin my cruise with that? And I also heard...
But they give you really cool medals at the end.
I don't want a medal.
We're kind of getting away from Branson, though.
But, I mean, someone told me today that even on the cruise, that there's like a library, and you can go into the library, and you can play board games and do crossword puzzles. I'm thinking,
why would I take
I'm on a cruise.
Well, you don't play board games anyway, so... Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So go to Dogwood Canyon. Number 7.
Number 7. Shows.
That's what Branson was originally famous for.
Oh, for sure. And Branson is really known for shows, and we have some really great ones here First, a shout out to Buckets and Boards.
Definitely.
Yeah, we love Buckets and Boards, and this is, we kind of collaborate with them and stuff. And so they are Matt and Gareth, and they just have a, they of course do percussion, which you would probably imagine with Buckets and Boards, but they have comedy, and they do a little bit of everything. So this is a show that is great for all ages. I would definitely recommend them.
We are Buckets and Boards. I'm Matt. This is Garrett.
I'm Garrett.
And where are we, Garrett?
We're at the Axe game in Branson, Missouri.
But then some others that we really enjoy, and there's just too many to mention them
There's
all.
great ones out there.
But we'll do a shout out to Six. And
That's a cappella.
Yes.
So they sing. They sing without instruments.
It sounds like they have instruments, but they don't.
Like, do you want to sing?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
No, I don't. But they do that beatboxing thing or whatever with your mouth. But it sounds like they have instruments, and they have no instruments at all.
It is spooky.
Yeah. So also the Haygoods, they're a really fun, high energy show. The Hughes brothers, the Presleys are kind of, they're one of the first shows of the Bransons.
And they are still phenomenal, just fun.
Yeah, so
just
kind of like
fun.
your
hillbilly
humor type thing. And so many shows in Branson. Of course, this is what Branson was known for, and now we're getting a lot of other types of attractions, but shows are still a main draw. So many to choose from, and definitely a reason to come to Branson.
All right, number 8 stands alone, even though it is also a show.
Yes.
Sight and Sound Theaters.
Sight and Sound Theaters. So
Wow.
they bring the Bible stories to life in an amazing
It
way.
is way better than Broadway. We just saw a Broadway show the other day.
We did.
In Springfield,
And it was
Missouri,
awesome.
And it was awesome. But why did I say 6? I looked at 6, not 6. Sight and Sound. The whole theater is the stage.
Yeah, they're in a league of their own. It's really incredible. If you have never seen a Sight and Sound show, you definitely have to do this. In fact, it would be worth coming to Branson
just
to see a Sight and Sound show. In 2019, they're going to be doing Samson, so the story of Samson, and we saw this last year, and it was incredible. Incredible. You're going to love it.
There's two things that you would want to drive hours and hours to get to in Branson, Missouri. One of them would be Sight and Sound, and the other one would be Escape Code.
Yeah, Escape Code, not Silver Dollar City or the Lakes or anything like that. No, we of course highly recommend Escape Code, but I don't know that I would say that.
Actually, people have driven hours just to get to Escape Code.
That's true.
It is true.
That's true.
All right.
So
Sight and Sound, you got to do it. In fact, they're bringing back Noah, I think, in 2020.
I think I've heard that. I saw Noah many years ago, and that was
ridiculous.
awesome too. I love, it's Noah and the Ark is just such an incredible story.
It wraps
anyway.
around the entire theater. This is huge. Thousands of people could sit in this theater. Just wraps around the whole place.
Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that again. All right.
Number 9.
We're
almost done. It's so sad. We're almost over with the video.
Big Cedar. So Big Cedar Lodge, of course, is a resort where a lot of people come to stay there, and we've stayed there, and it is amazing customer service. Again, Johnny Morris did this, and again, his theming is incredible. So it kind of has that lodge feel, the fisherman feel, hunting, all of that.
And they've got an amazing entertainment complex. I forget what's it called?
It's called Fun Mountain.
Fun Mountain.
Fun Mountain. So you can go. They have go-karts and laser tag and an arcade
you
there.
bowl under the sea.
Oh yes, it looks like you're bowling under the sea. It's incredible. You see sharks hanging from the ceiling, and they actually look like they're underwater. But of course you're not. You're bowling.
Yeah, I'm like, I think I'm underwater, but I'm not because
I can
breathe.
breathe. So, yeah, if you are looking for a place to stay, Big Cedar is a great option. Otherwise, if you're staying elsewhere, it's still a great place to visit and go to Fun Mountain and walk around the resort.
Or if you're on the boat like we do, you can boat to Big Cedar and go and eat at the restaurant.
We love to just boat there and dock there and then, go and walk around and eat.
And I'm going to do an honorable mention since we're in the Big Cedar zone because it's right next door, Top of the Rock.
Oh, yeah. Top of the Rock is awesome. And so Top of the Rock has some museums there. Again, this
really
is
good.
Johnny Morris. If you want to golf, you can go do that there. They have a great restaurant, which we love there. Arnie's Barn.
Yep.
And that's some amazing Mexican
That's
food.
one of our 10 favorite Branson restaurants. You can read about our 10 favorite restaurants right here.
For sure. We have another video on our 10 favorite places to eat in Branson, so you got to check that out. But Arnie's Barn is one, and you have to get that Mexican street corn or whatever because that stuff is incredible.
And what what about the golf cart tour? That's my favorite
Oh
thing.
yeah, we'd love to do that. We'd love to rent a golf cart there, and they have a little path you can go through, and you can go, on this really cool bridge. You can see waterfalls, and you can go through a cave.
Yeah.
In your golf cart. That's pretty cool. So that's something that's a really neat attraction. So
And then last on the list,
number 10.
Whitewater.
Whitewater, so also owned by Silver Dollar City.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose to add this to your season pass, should
Yes,
you want to.
that's right.
Of course, this is only going to be open during warm weather, so mostly, the summer. But it is a super fun water park, so if you're there and you're hot and your kids are like, oh, I'm so hot, and well, maybe that's only my kids who do that. So then you can take a trip to Whitewater and, go down some slides and hang out in the lazy river and go in the wave pool and all that kind of stuff.
Right. So now just there are many other great attractions
So
and things
many.
to do in Branson. This is just 10 that would help you in your planning.
Yeah, this is the tip of the iceberg. There is so much to do.
Speaking of the tip of the iceberg,
Titanic Museum. That's another honorable
that was
mention.
pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, that, and the Titanic Museum is
That's
state of the art.
State of the art. You got to do that. I mean, you've got go-karts, you've got the track, the Branson Ferris wheel.
You've got Ripley's Believe It or Not. You've
Butterfly
got Fritz's
Palace.
Adventure. Oh, yeah, Butterfly
Fritz's.
Palace. We've got some new attractions coming that are going to be super cool.
Sky coasters.
Oh my goodness, guys, there's so much to do, so you got to come to Branson. You could spend weeks here and not do it all.
We do spend weeks here.
We do spend.
We
There's
live here.
stuff we haven't done. I mean, mini shows we haven't
Oh,
seen.
my.
And we've lived here for 4 years.
Yep.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed our top 10. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe and hit that bell to be notified of future videos. And safe travels, everyone.
Bye. See you in Branson. Go to escape code.